show, but I've got James Valentine. James is an occasional writer for The Australian, is that right, James? And he wrote an article, Elliott's Blast from the Past is a lesson in old-fashioned values, following my appearance on Can of Worms. James also runs an afternoon radio program in Sydney. James is in Sydney and I'm in Melbourne, thanks to the wonderful performance of this recording by Videolink. It's really terrific that you can just talk to each other. One in Sydney, one in Melbourne, you can do it anywhere around the world. Now, what happened on that radio program, James?
John, hello, lovely to be with you. I do like the way you've responded to this article, and we've ended up talking about it and doing this today, and then the stuff on the radio show. What was great was that the article is about picking up on what you'd said on Can of Worms, where you were talking about the welcome to country, that sort of ritual that now happens in Australian life so often. Your reaction to it was, look, I don't see why this has to happen. It seemed a bit much to you. You also talked about going to church and saying, look, he just banged on about the Abos forever. And this, of course, created a reaction. Now, what I heard when I looked at the clip back, it was a bit like, it was like my dad had come back to life. It was like my grandfather was there. These were the values of old Australia. And there you were.
I look about the same age as you, James.
You're about the same age as me? Well, my father died a year ago. He's like 83, so I think he's a little older than you. But there were those values that were so present in Australia in the 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, and I just thought we need a register of people who still have them, so you can walk around and speak, and then we can hear them as they were. So I thought about creating a national register of heritage humans for Australia.
Well, that's a good idea, I think. Well, you and I have to be the founding patrons, would we?
I think so. I'm happy to administer it. I think you're card holder number one, you're member number one. I think you suggested that John Singleton and Paul Hogan could be alongside you.
Well, Paul Hogan, we looked up some of his old ads, which we're going to put on the website. He talks about Sheilas and Wogs and all things on the advertising, when he was advertising Foster's in the UK. So he's certainly John Singleton, we'd say anything. So he's definitely in. I think Sir Les Patterson ought to go in.
Yep, definitely.
And Dame Edna Everidge.
Dame Edna, Barry's characters well capture that time. I'm thinking of starting perhaps a younger chapter, the Young National Heritage List. Christopher Pine, I think could work well in that one.
Oh, no, he's a politician. I don't think we're not going to have any politicians who are still
going.
They talk too much.
Yeah, keep him out. You're absolutely.
They take a long time to get to the point.
Yeah,
We'll
exactly.
take Bob Hawke, though. Bob Hawke's all right because he's retired.
Yeah, Hawke would be absolutely fine in the position. So I think there's plenty still around, and I think it would form a valuable.
Lindsay Fox, you've got to put Lindsay in. Lindsay speaks his mind. He calls a spade a shovel.
John, we should just put your address book in, I think, and we'll probably be pretty much there.
Yeah, you think that's enough? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of us.
Well, they're your founding members, and they'll simply go out and they're the ones that come to mind, and perhaps the most prominent, and they'll go out and draw other heritage Australians into the group.
Yeah, now, we picked up a bit of Sir Les Patterson off his website. Some action back in 1982 with his fortnight discussion with Michael Parkinson on Australian life and people. So we're going to tie this piece of the website, this will go onto the website, this short interview, and we'll show you some of the things that Les Patterson used to say to Michael Parkinson. It is worth watching.
Yeah, fantastic.
All right, I think that the technology's terrific. I think if we can work it in Canberra, we can actually talk to the Prime Minister or the Leader of the Opposition. This is so good, this technology.
Yeah, exactly. That's very, very good.
Very good. All right, well, thanks for that, James. Best of luck. And you on radio today?
Yes, on radio every weekday in Sydney on 702 ABC Sydney.
What time do you come on?
1 o'clock in the afternoon, the easy casual shift.
No. Well, don't talk too much. Play plenty of music.
I'll try, John.
Okay, thanks, James.
No worries. See ya.
Bye.